Alright, hello everybody. I gotta check audio. Got audio. Hopefully there was not much echoing that. I like to never got this set up this morning. You name it going wrong, and it went wrong to the point when I put the PC up on my little table, it almost fell off. I mean, I literally joke about having NASCAR skills, but this was a case where I needed NASCAR skills, and I was able to catch it before it came off the desk, and scared me a little bit. Almost to the point I'm like, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to unbox it. I'm going to do it myself. Show the results later tonight. But I have it set up. I have two sources. I have this camera, which I'm going to use the unboxing. In fact, I named it Unboxing Camera 22-inch monitor right there, coming at you from that camera. And then I have this one right here, which is the overhead shot. Right now I'm having a problem because I've been reading the manual, Jeff, and I'm not sure which slot I'm supposed to use. The one that's closest to the M.2 drive, which is right here, or this one over here. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's not get ahead of ourselves at all. So I have everything laid out. I have the box right here. Nope, I didn't cheat. I didn't open it. When I woke up this morning at 9, it was not there. When I went out this morning at 9:40 something, it was there. So I'm going to do my best to open this without cutting myself or anything else. So, handy dandy knife. BH Ringer in the house. He's saying top slot. By top slot, I'm guessing you mean the one that's closest to the hard drive. Rick says top one as well. I'm going to play it Doug here. Use your words better. No, I'm kidding. So I'm guessing, and I'll get to that. John Williams in the house. Upper PCI slot. I guess everybody's saying I want to use the one that's closest to the M.2 drive. That's the consensus that I'm getting. So I have it. One flap here, one flap here. I realize this is not the best unbox. I took a good guess on this, man. I'm impressed with my luck. This box is open. That's interesting. This box has been opened. You can see the flap right there. It was actually sitting in the box it came in, just like that right there. So maybe all the problems I've been having setting this thing up are ominous. So there is what Sean Gallagher sent me. Thank you, Sean, so much. I appreciate it. Sean also sent the cooler, the case, the power supply, and a little gizmo for the CPU to sit on that strengthens it. It makes the board less flexible, is my understanding. So here we go. Let's hope with this being opened, like I said, it was like this in the box, that there are no problems. Looks good. Looks can be deceiving. It's in the little bag. The bag appears to be sealed. So that's a good sign. I don't see any rips or cuts or anything else anywhere on it, so that's another good sign. I don't think I need anything else out of here. There is paperwork underneath that's in a super huge manual. Too early in the day for sarcasm. By the way, Mrs. K thought this little box was a monitor. I'm not sure why she thought it was a monitor, but she did. Box going over there, and I need my knife one more time. I'm trying to keep up with chat. I don't have it popped out in my OBS, so I have no clue. Maybe I should pop that out. I don't know if I can do that or not. After all, I'm not a trained expert with 35.5 years of experience. Yes, I can pop out chat. So I'm going to switch over to the overhead camera. Hopefully this goes decently well. And I do that by doing that. me come back to this camera for just a moment. So it's got protective plate right here, cover, whatever you want to call it, right there. I know to pull that off. And it's got the 4 slots in here. I'm only going to need to pull one of them out, but I'm going to take them all out because obviously if I ever need to use the other slots, hint, hint, wink, wink, they'll already be uncovered and I don't have to pull this monstrosity out. It is heavy. So let's get going on this and get this over with. 12:06. Long Dog, what was the technical question that was being tossed out for the audience to answer? I didn't realize I did put a technical question. I was having trouble reading the manual, but it's been answered that we're going to use the slot closest to the M.2 drive for the graphics card. So let's get these all taken out. Gives me some more things to play with. I'm not going to put my glasses on, but it looks like it's 2 HDMI and 2, I think they're display ports, the square ones. This should be relatively simple to do, actually, I would think. I think I have to go in there, and if I'm going to put it in, now I can't see anything, I can't see chat, I don't have Speakbot running. Yes, I took off all the protective covers, BH Ringer, thank you. So, I'm totally blind to everything right now because of how I set this up. I'm going to put the card in this slot right here, I believe is what everybody is telling me. So before I proceed, I'm going to wait for an answer on if that is the correct slot or not. We have pointed that out. All right, so the question I have is it's going in this slot. I just want to verify that I'm going to put the graphics card in this slot. And I'm waiting for an answer in chat. Long Dog says yes. Okay, so now I've got to take out 2 of those little card thingies, whatever they're called. Because I think Sean did tell us that it was 2 cards wide, kind of using language that was Greek to me. Was my screwdriver not going to fit this little Phillips head screw here? Oh, yeah, it is. This is the boring part of this. I don't know how many people are watching. It shows 8 people are watching. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Leave me a comment in chat identifying who you are, where you're from, whether you like tech stuff or not. Not my normal show. Doug's not streaming today, so I'm streaming. I don't know if my audio is coming through or not. I am trying to talk a little bit louder so that it will pick my voice up. The microphone is actually behind me, so I have no clue. Yes, I've unscrewed those. So now I'm taking those covers out. There's one. And there's 2. Well, that concludes our show for this afternoon. Thank you very much for watching. Oops, I just bumped it, so that might have thrown that out of whack a little bit. Now we are going to put the card in. Now this looks interesting. Got a little gizmo there, a little gizmo there. And looks like that is there. I was hoping that wouldn't go like that, but can't have everything in life that you want. Now can we? So I've got the tab pulled back. Then I'm going to do my best to put this in. Looks like it only goes in one way. I'm probably really babying this as well. I don't want to break something. You know what I just don't like? You can't see if it's lined up in where it goes in the slot. I got to put on my reading glasses to give me a little bit better All right, that looks good. But again, unless I spin this around or I stand up and see if I can see it from a different angle. But to do that, my big head's going to have to be down here. And that is nowhere near close to being right where it goes. So did I pull out the wrong cards? I did. I pulled out the wrong cards. So I kind of eyeballed that, but I eyeballed it wrong. That's not a problem. I can fix that. I can fix that. Very simple, easy. I think John said to pull out 2 and 3 anyway, and I pulled out 1 and 2. Not a problem. That's an easy squeezy fix. After all, I am a trained professional with 11 minutes of experience, so that should not be a problem for me. Kids, don't try this at home. All right, back to what we were doing. Now let's try this again. And actually it still shows it being 1 and 2. I did pull out the right ones. It was 1 and 2. So is that going to go right there? It is. Put my glasses back on. Not the top slot cover. Yep, I don't know, John. We're going to find out. It really looks very odd. And again, I apologize for my big head being in here. All right, John is correct. It is 2 and 3, and I think that is not where it's supposed to be still, damn it. I mean, darn it. After all, we are family friendly. Or I try to be. It clicked in. Graphics card is installed. All that's left to do now is put the 2 screws back in to hold it in place. Hook up the power, put the 1 slot cover back in, which I may or may not do. I don't know. I don't know how important it is for that to be in there. Imagine it's relatively important. One screw in. And second screw going in. Second screw's in. Now I apologize, I don't have this set up to where I can actually fire this puppy up with this. And I've got to do a little bit of research in that I have to figure out what settings I've got to make in DaVinci. And then this thing will be ready to rock and roll on DaVinci. And that's good. I'm not having as many issues with DaVinci as I was, but I'm having some issues, little things, little bitty issues. And that don't want to go back in there, and I know it's got to go back in there, so I'll do that here in a minute. All right, power, 8-pin power supply. I already planned ahead for that, and I know this is only going to go in one way, so let me figure this out. I think I might use this one. This looks to be the one I want to use right here. Yeah, and I struggled with this before, so I'm anticipating struggling with it again. So it looks like it goes in with that. No, that goes in like, I realize it's only going in one way. I get that. That don't mean anything. I get it, but that don't necessarily mean anything. Why they make these separate like that, that's kind of silly and interesting and dumb to me all at the same time. But I don't build computers, so I'm sure there's a reason for it. It clicked in. I'm ready to go. I have it done. Ghetto Fortnite's able to chat still in chat. Interesting conundrum going on with him that I'm kind of interested to see what he finds out when he remotes into his computer tomorrow when Doug is live and does his thing there. So that's probably going to do it. I'm going to make one more feeble attempt at putting this plate back in without my glasses on and see if that makes any difference. It does not. I'll do that. Got power to it. It's in. Looks great. Solid. So I'm happy. Now I did not set up so I could fire it up. That involves a monitor and or a. It's complex. What's the term that was going around a few years ago? I think it was complex. Oh, complicated. It's complicated. Boy, isn't it. So that's it. I'm actually done in 16 minutes. I don't know why Doug takes a half hour. Oh, I forgot to read mail and read chat comments. Doggone it. I don't have it set up to do that either. So I want to thank everyone for being here. I showed 13 people watching right now. That is fantastic. It's in. I will do a little thing later. Did I turn it on and try it? No, I have not. Again, I'm not set up to do that, and it would take me probably 6 to 10 minutes to do that, and I can't think of enough to chat about while I'm doing that. Then it's not installed yet. It's installed! What part? I mean, technically, it's in the machine. I got power hooked up to it, and I probably got to do some cable management. Not, because I don't care. I put the lid on here. This side sits up against my desk. I don't see anything. I'm good to go with that. Drivers, I will be driving Lorna to work tonight. I know what you're talking about. I know. I'll plug it in and go from there. I might do a second live stream. As a matter of fact, let's do a Doug Betts poll. If you'd like to see a second live stream when I fire this up after I get it all set up, put a 1 in chat. There's no Speakbot. I turned the Speakbot off. Speakbot will only be back on for tonight. I see a 1 from Darren. I see a 1 from Jeff. A 1. Darren, you can only vote once. Ghetto's trying to vote 3 times. Windows update. All right. I will. Who we did this without adult supervision in the room? Jeff Ryman is here. All right. I'll be back with another live stream. That's going to throw my live stream count off because I try to keep it on an even number, and tonight's would have been the 298th, I think. But I'll figure it out. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you in just a few minutes. Pressing the Doug button now. We'll then do 2 more. Now it's a math class. Oh.